Hi foodie friends, my name is Sue and I have nearly 40 years in the food concession business. I've been a food vendor at fairs, festivals, and events, and I love every minute of it. Today I'm going to talk to you about why would someone choose to become a food vendor. Okay, I have 7 points here. The first one is you like to work for yourself. If you work for yourself, if you have a job, a lot of people refer to a job as just over broke. If you have a job, you have to listen to someone else. You have to do what they tell you. Your opinion might matter, but you don't have the final say. It's up to them. Jobs allow you to be the captain of your own ship, right? You can't, you're not able to run the show. And many of us like to run the show. We like to be responsible for what's going to happen to us in our lives. And if you have a job, that's just not going to work. So working for yourself is really a big aspect of this business. It has its downsides too. I'm not going to lie to you. You have all the responsibility as well as all the power and authority. But for many of us, it's well worth it. Okay, this next reason you might want to be a food vendor is it's got to do with your schedule. You can work as much or as little as you want, and you can determine that yourself. If you have a food truck, you could work just mornings and lunches, or you could work just evenings, set up outside a bar and get to sleep in as long as you want the next day. So whatever works for you. If you're a vendor at fairs, you can work just like 20 weeks of the fair season and then have the rest of the year off. Or you can decide, I'm going to work 20 weeks up north and 20 weeks in the south. You can do whatever you want, and you can book whatever weeks you want. If you can book 4 weeks and then take a week off if that's what you choose. So you get to set your own schedule. If you have a job, that, as we all know, that certainly is not the case. Okay, the money. Let's face it. Money is important. It perhaps is a driving force for many of us. That's why we got in the business. I know for myself, that's why I got in the business, but I was also excited by the business. That's a whole nother story. I talk about it in my book. But if you're in a job, you can't control how much you're making. If you're working for yourself, you have your own business, it's up to you how hard you work, how much you work, how many days you work, but you get to decide that yourself. But if you're in the food business and you're doing it right, especially I know the carnival concession business, there is a ton of money to be made. I put 2 daughters through private schools. I was a school teacher and I did this on the side. I did 18 weeks a year with the help of my husband, or 18 events a year, I should say, summer weekends. And I made more money in the concession business during those 18 weeks than I did a full year of teaching schools. So there's a lot of money to be made, and if it's something you enjoy, I highly recommend the life. Okay, you get to travel. Now, if you have a food truck, you get to travel around your area. You might go to this city 2 days a week for something that happens there, and you may set up the rest of the time in a park. Or other days you may set up at a food truck park. You get to travel around and move if that's what you choose to do. If you're in the carnival concession business, you're moving every week. You're doing a different event every week. Some weeks you get to go home. Some events are going to be within 10 miles of your town. I bet there's 2 or 3 events every season. They'll take place so you can sleep in your own bed. Other times you're probably going to have an RV, and you get to travel to other states, see things. We have a ball when we travel. We go to museums, we play golf, we do a lot of fun things on our downtime, and we enjoy traveling. We enjoy that life. It's a little bit of a gypsy life, but you either love it or you don't. So traveling is another perk that comes with this. You're going to get new friends. If you're in the food truck business, you're local, you're going to meet people you would not have otherwise met if, say, you set up at a food truck park. You're going to meet the other vendors, you're going to talk to them, and the same is true if you're in the carnival concession business. We have a ton of friends on the fairgrounds, And some of them we don't see every week. Some of them we see maybe every other week. They do different events than us. Their route is different. But always during one of the weeks, there's during the days of the week that we are not selling, we are might have a campfire, might have friends over, or other people are. We have one event, we go to the movies. They have outdoor theaters. We go to the movies once during the week we're at that particular event. So there's lots of fun. There's lots to be said with having friends on the fairgrounds. If you have a problem, you can go to someone else. So a new circle of friends, people you never would have met, and it's really, really fun. Okay, another one is you like to entertain. So if you're a person who loves to cook and loves to be around people and entertain people, wow, is this the business for you? You get to do that as much as you want. You can tweak things, you can take pride in what you're serving, and it satisfies that need in you to be the person that cooks and entertains for others. So you get to scratch that itch. And the last one I'm going to say, and I think this is pretty important, you have an enhanced self-esteem. And by that I mean you feel proud of what you're doing. You're proud that you're the master of your own destiny. You're proud that you're making a living for your family by doing something you love. While everyone else has that 9-to-5 job, you get to do what you want when you want, and you are really loving it. And that makes you feel good inside. So these are 7 points that I make about being in this business. It's something that I absolutely love. I have great passion for it. It's been very good to me. I've been highly successful, and I think you can be too. If you want some ideas on what you might want to be selling, I do have a link to a free list of menu ideas to kind of get the juices flowing and get you thinking about this business. I hope you find what you need, and I hope you have a great day.